Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the good old WTD question mark here on my channel, the segment on this channel where I can unleash all of my inner rage and hatred and sadness and sorrow and all other disappointment in the world and talk about things that utterly cripple me psychologically and mess me up emotionally, things that irk me, and today is one of my biggest pet peeves ever, man. I'm gonna talk about something that just rattles me down to my core, and this is going to be another concept vlog, it's a vlog where I just come here and talk to you guys, not a lot of editing, just me in the background music. And I'm doing this because I've been burnt out lately, been doing a lot of, videos that were heavily researched and edited, especially the football related ones, which I'm done with now. So just give me a break, okay? I've been doing some nice, easy concept vlogs and some short gameplays, just to recuperate myself and chill because holy freaking crap, man. Those first 40 videos here, when I came back to YouTube were just aggravating. They were tough as hell. So just bear with me here. Even though this topic is going to probably make my blood boil, my blood pressure, because I'm going to talk about annoying salesmen, okay? Now, I'm not entirely sure how salesman culture works in different places, but I'm going to be talking about specifically here in Brazil, or São Paulo where I live, but I saw a lot of this back in Rio de Janeiro also. It seems like there's a general culture of sale clerks, here in Brazil where you have to be as annoying as possible, like I'm the kind of person who I don't like to be bothered when I'm going into a store to buy something, I usually prefer to go to big stores, where there's like very few salespeople around and I can just browse, and take clothes and try them on and go and buy them if I want to, which applies to just any other place. But in my head, this seems to happen more in clothing shops, I don't know why. There are some stores where they do this all the time, but it seems like the majority of my bad experiences came from stores with clothing in general, so like general stores and that kind of thing. So it feels very weird, to address this because I'm pretty sure I'm not alone here. I don't know how it works in America. Maybe it's similar, maybe it's not. Like a person, if you walk into a store, maybe a vendor is gonna come up to you and say, hello, hi, can I help you? Can I help you find something? Do you need anything, And usually if you say no, and they leave you alone, that's fine, that's awesome, that's just them being kind. But the problem is that you see, here in Brazil, there's this thing where maybe I shouldn't say Brazil. Let's just say São Paulo specifically because I can't generalize it, to the whole country. I haven't been to the whole country, so at least here in São Paulo, there's this thing where if you walk into a store, let's say there's like, 10 different salespeople there working. Like literally all of them will come at you at the same time, desperate for your attention, desperate for you to buy something, desperate to get their commission, because whenever they sell something, whenever they convince somebody to buy something, it's considered a sale, so they get an additional commission, on top of their salary for the month. So that's why it's so cutthroat and competitive. But there's a problem. Whenever the vendor is too inconvenient, I don't even walk into the store. Like I have legitimately started to walk into stores and turn my back and walked out whenever I saw the vendor approaching me too enthusiastically or more than one coming at me at the same time, I look at the store and then I just walk away quickly. I don't like that. I want to walk into a store and not be bothered, The best scenario would be to walk into a store with no salespeople around and just buy your stuff and leave. But of course, that's not possible because it opens the door to people stealing things, But I think that there could be an interesting idea like how certain supermarkets have those self-checkout lines, Those are awesome. There's one in my supermarket, literally just one lane, and I always use that, It's not that I'm antisocial, I just don't always feel like interacting with people, so I prefer to do that. So if stores had the same mechanic, where you just get your stuff, try on your clothes, and if you like it, you go to the self-checkout line, that would be amazing, Because, man, there are some vendors who are just so damn irritating. I completely understand that it's part of their job, they're kind of supposed to, in a way, insist that you buy something and they're there to serve you, but over insistence leads to a non-purchase. You know, there are people who are very easily manipulative, you know. No, sorry. There are people who are very easily manipulated, and there are vendors who are very manipulative, you know. Like, they can coax you into buying something that you didn't even want or need, or you walk into a store and you want to buy a shirt and they convince you to buy, I don't know, a jacket and pants and a hat too. You know, there are vendors who are like this, you know. But I'm not the kind of consumer who's easily swayed, you know, because I just don't have patience. That's the problem, you know. It's like I walked into when I bought my new phone some time ago, I had to walk around to get this phone case, you know, which is transparent. I ended up having to buy it online, but I went to one particular store in my town and I wanted to see if she had a case, you know, and she said that she didn't have what I was looking for, and she immediately offered something else, you know. I think she said a product that doesn't exist. My phone has a protective glass case in front of it, you know, to protect it from falls and stuff, which I think is I need a little bit of a cleaning here, but like she offered me let me see if I can explain it. My phone has a glass protective case in the front, you know, and she offered to put one in the back too, which as far as I know doesn't even exist. But hey, I said, you know what, look, the other guy already put it, I don't want it, you know, just whatever. Do you have the case or not? You know, it's like, oh no, we don't. Okay, well, I'm sorry, you know. She said, I'm sorry, but hey, maybe I'll come back next week when you guys get new cases and stuff, you know. So, and I never went back, obviously, because I already noticed that she was trying to push something else on me that I didn't want. And there's nothing more annoying, you know, for all of you salesmen out there, you know, or saleswomen, salespeople in general. This is coming from a consumer's perspective, you know. Whenever you insist, whenever you offer us something that we didn't walk in to buy, you already lose a lot of our credibility, you know. At least with me, there's a very, very, very low chance I'll ever walk into that store again, you know, if you offer me something that I didn't want in the first place, you know, because I'm not gonna buy it, you know. If I walk into a store wanting to buy a chair that costs, I don't know, $100, you're not gonna sell me a one that costs 200, or you're not gonna sell me a combo, you're not gonna sell me a table to go with it, you're not gonna sell me an air conditioner or a couch. I just want a damn chair, you know. That's how I am. When I want to buy something, I set out to buy it, and that's it, you know. If the store doesn't have it, I'll go somewhere else. So here in Sao Paulo, we need to, and Rio also, because this did happen a lot there. Whenever you walk into a store and you find something that you don't need, and you see that the vendor keeps insisting, you basically just say, you know what, I'm going to go to another store, and if I don't find anything, I'll come right back. What's your name? Okay, let me write that down. Cool, I'll come and talk to you. Usually we never go back unless we legitimately can't find something better in another store, you know. That's how it is. So then maybe the person expects us to come back, but we don't, you know. Sometimes they'll say, oh, but today is the last day that this product is on sale, it's a really good deal, you know, you should take it right now before it runs out. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's how I am, man. The more that you insist and the more that you try to push something on me, ironically, the more that you're pushing me away, you know. You're making me less and less interested in your products and in your store and in you as a professional if you just keep trying to push something on me that I never wanted in the first place. Whenever I walk into a store, I want to be left the hell alone. Do not come up to me offering me help, because if I want help, I will go and ask for it. What is so hard to understand about that? You know, what's so hard about letting us do our things? You know, it's like maybe sometimes their boss, their supervisor says, look, you have to approach people and talk to them and offer your help. Okay, but that's not what I want. You know, I'm the kind of person who asks for help when I need it. I don't like to be offered help. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. I mean, I understand that sometimes it's nice and there are genuinely nice vendors out there, you know, but it's like, but there's some of them that are just so damn aggravating, like car salesmen especially. Holy crap, that's like the worst example, you know. There are certain stores that have different strategies, you know, like sometimes they'll try to insist for you to open up what's it called, like a membership with them, you know. You can get a little card for discounts on their products and stuff, you know. And like sometimes, like no matter how much you say no, they keep insisting, you know. Sometimes it's because they have to. Maybe the girls working at the checkout lane, at the checkout aisles, they literally have to insist because their boss told them to, you know. But again, the more that they insist, the less that I want the stupid membership, you know. And it decreases the chances of me ever going back to that store. It's not going to affect them. Oh, we lost one customer who only came in here once. Yeah, sure, but hey, man, I mean, What if other people think the same way that I do? What if other people get annoyed by the insistence and they don't come back to the store? What if 100 people do that? What if 1,000? What if 10,000 people do that? You know, so you eventually you start to lose clientele. You know, so that I don't appreciate this culture of salespeople in stores and stuff. You know, I just hate it so much. And sometimes they will be a little smart about it, like they'll put a bunch of really pretty girls to work around the store. There are some stores like that sell clothes in particular that like only women work there, and they are all drop dead gorgeous, you know, which I think kind of entices men to go in there. And sometimes, you know, maybe they can sort of, you know, throw their charm and work their way onto the guy, the customer, and maybe they'll make them buy something that they didn't even want. And I'm guilty of this. I was a victim of this a few times. Not recently, it's been a long time since it happened the last time, but I admit that I am guilty still to this day of walking into stores just to talk to one of the girls, you know, because sometimes we'll I don't know, our eyes will meet and there will be some kind of connection or something, you know. Not really, I'm just exaggerating, but still, sometimes I will literally walk into a store just for that. You know, and there was one time where I was going to a supermarket that I didn't like just to ask out this one girl, but I ended up chickening out anyway. So it happens, man. You know, I'm a guy, we're troglodytes, we're cavemen, so we see a pretty girl and we're like, you know, we just throw away all logic and common sense. So that's what happens sometimes, you know. Just fill the store with a bunch of hot girls, and then any guy who walks in is gonna want to buy stuff, you know. Oh, you want to do a membership? Yeah, I'll do it. You know, like staring at the girl. Yes, here's my stuff, here's my credit card number. Yes, I'll write this down. Okay, I'll take this too. Let me pay up front. Here we go. Here's my debit card. You know, it's like, it happens. It does happen. But still, in general, the culture behind it is very unappreciative to me. I don't like it, you know. If I walk into a store wearing headphones, listening to music, I want to keep listening to music while browsing the items. I don't want to pause and listen to the salespeople talking. So leave me the hell alone. Damn it. Jeez. Bro, my veins are popping out, man. You know, I don't know if you guys can see the veins in my neck too. I get so stressed out talking about this. But it's nice little easy concept vlog. Ow, my leg. I cut my legs recently shaving, and now I kind of hurt myself here doing the thing with the stuff. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. You know, if you also are annoyed by salespeople and vendors in general, clerks, the same way that I am. You know, if you're not, if you couldn't care less. If you happen to work in sales and would like to share your opinion down below, give me the opposite end of the perspective. I would love to hear from you. And if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too so you can know exactly what time I upload. And it's all good. It's all good. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen without having to do a membership. You know, no payment at all, just roll the outro screen.